Hey everybody, so today we are going to be doing a chromatography activity at home. We are going to take different leaves and see what pigments are within each leaf by doing this really simple experiment. So we have gone around, and you want to start by collecting different leaves within the local community. So these are from three different plants right outside my house. And you just want to collect just a little bit of them. You also need 3 different cups, isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol. You also need filter paper, or I'm using coffee filter because I don't know what filter paper is. So we're just gonna go with what we have. Just a pair of scissors, and I also don't have a mortar and pestle, so I'm using a substitute for that. So once we cut up the leaves, we're gonna soak them in alcohol, and then you want to mash them up so you can get as many of the pigments out of them as possible. So we're just gonna start by, you wanna cut them up into as small pieces as you can. That's pretty much it. We're going to, oh, that one flew. I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing this to all of the leaves, and then once we are done cutting everything up, we'll be right back. So we are back. I've got all 3 different leaves cut up in here, as you can see. I also tried to make sure that with the leaves that I picked, even though they're on the same plant, I wanted to get variation in the leaf color. So as you can see, there's some green and there's some red and dark brown in there. And then if you shake this one up in here, you can kind of see the different dark and light green colors. So this one, unfortunately, was just kind of a one tone. There really wasn't much variation. Since it isn't fall, I don't know how much pigmentation variation we're gonna get, so I wanted to try and pick different colors off the leaves different colors from the same plant for variety in the leaves. So now I'm just going to pour the isopropyl alcohol and just pour enough to where it covers the leaves. Ta-da. Put that over there. And then my really fancy mortar and pestle, I'm going to take the end of this and just kind of smash things up so that way it really releases the pigments in them. I just want to keep going like that until it releases the pigment. So once all this is done, and I do it for all 3, I will be back to show you guys how to cut up the coffee filter and how to place it in the cups to make it a chromatography. So we are back. I went ahead and switched out the plastic cups I had for glass cups so we could better easily see the pigments. I also switched my tool because I found the end of a mortar and pestle at my mother's house. And I felt like it was better because it's a wider surface, so I felt like it helped extract the pigments a little bit better. So these are what you can kind of see so far. This one is pretty green in here. This one's kind of like a yellowy greenish type hue, and then this one really this one is the really green one, and this one over here did not really take much pigment. You can't really see much pigment at all, but the better way to tell this is with the coffee filters, which I am just going to place. I went ahead and kept the end of the coffee filter on, just as the woman that we are replicating this video on did. I forgot her name, but shout out to her. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick the end of this in there, and this will allow it to absorb the pigment and go up the coffee filter, and we can see the separation in pigment bands. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it in all 3. Here, make sure we got them in there really good so it can soak up a good amount. And then the last one. Now I have this Pyrex dish that I'm going to be placing all 3 of these in, but I'm going to make sure I take the ends and stick the ends out. So hopefully these will fit in here. I'm hoping so. Ish. They fit. They're a little snug. I'm also going to be taking a water kettle full of boiling water that I have, and I'm just going to fill it up a good amount and let this sit for an hour, and this will help expedite the process of the pigments moving up into the coffee filters. So again, just make sure that you have your coffee filters sticking out and not in the water, because I think that would totally defeat the purpose. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble speaking today. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this sit for an hour and let's see what happens whenever we get back. So we are back. I am so excited. Everything has been soaking for about 30 minutes. I was so skeptical that I did this right, and I may have skipped a couple, well, not skipped, but mixed up a couple of the steps. However, the results are in, everybody. I really didn't think that this one was going to get any color at all. And I mean, it was so faint, the color of the alcohol. Sorry, things are falling over here. The color of the alcohol with the leaves was so faint, and I just did not think it was going to get anything. But you can even see that there's almost like a tiny little yellowish orange hue. I don't know if the camera is picking that up, but that is so cool. I'm so excited that got picked up. We're going to skip over this one because this one is my favorite. And then lastly, or second to last, sorry, is this one. And I knew this one was going to pick up color because the alcohol was very, very dark green. So I'm excited to see that that picks some stuff up. Also, if you can see, like right on the top, there's also a little bit of a strip of yellow. You can almost see the difference in the depth of the green, or the variations of the different colors of green that there are in here. So I'm really excited that that one took. And it's really pretty. I just love the way that it bled through. I love this shade of green. It was gorgeous. Lastly, you guys, this is so exciting. Hello, can we talk about all the pink that's in here? And it almost like goes up with purple. It starts with, you know, kind of this muddy greenish color, which looks like the color of the leaves that's in there. But those, I don't know if you guys remember, but that purple brownish leaf color that I had mixed in there from the same plant, I wanted to see what would happen with that. And here it is. I mean, it's purple, it's pink, it's gorgeous. I love this. I just love it. It's great. I'm so surprised that this picked up. When I came back after the 30 minutes of everything being, of everything being done after 30 minutes, I did not expect that it was going to, I thought, it's really, I had really mashed it in. It really wasn't changing color. It was kind of, and I just thought, this isn't going to absorb, or these coffee filters aren't right, or something was wrong. I know that I kind of mixed up some of the steps. However, this is amazing. These results, I mean, there's pink in there, pink and purple. It's just really exciting. So thank you guys all for watching. I know that this is so easy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And this was really fun to be able to kind of test all the different plants that are on my house. I'm glad that I used, or the hypothesis, or kind of theorized, just thought ahead and said, I'm going to get different color leaves that are on the same plant. So I highly recommend that you guys do that if anybody's going to be doing this experiment. But thank you guys for following me along on this roller coaster of a process. I appreciate it. Let me know if you guys have any questions.